Hi guys, it's your girl Lola Loves You, and today's topic is Whitney Houston millions down the drain. One would think, how can Whitney Houston ever become broke or was in financial trouble? And we're going to, do our research on it, and we're going to talk about it. Well, it all started in the early 80s when Whitney first signed her recording contract. And her father took over her finances because her previous manager, Eugene Harvey, wouldn't give her a little more extra money in her monthly allowance. And her father took over her finances, which was a big mistake. John Houston allegedly started to steal from Whitney Houston bit by bit, and after years passed on, he started stealing millions from her, along with her accountant. Both of them stole millions from Whitney, allegedly. And you can see this in the Whitney documentary. So her father was draining her dry, and her accountant was also. This made Whitney, her father would call her and say, "Oh, it's time for you to go back on tour. We out of money." And Whitney, being a daddy's girl and being so immature financially, she would just listen and, go on tour. Mind you, you have to remember Whitney Houston is a drug addict. She might not be a hard drug addict. So her main focus is probably her drugs and going on vacation. So long as she's living in these lavish hotels and, she's living off credit, she's not worried about money or things of that nature. Figuring out her father is handling everything, and she trusts her father. She's a daddy girl and she loves him. um then it started also. Whitney created a company called the Nippy Inc. Corporation. um and a lot of the employees were stealing from her from the company. um the accountant at the company, the female, would tell Robin, like, this lady is going to be broke. I mean, all her money was just going out. Whitney did not know how her money was coming in and how it was going out. Allegedly, one of a male employee of the company, Nippy Inc., he was paying his mortgage, his rent, his car note. He had an allowance and anonymous expenses off the company's credit card. Everyone in that company had a company's credit card worth millions. They were just spending Whitney Houston money like it was water. And this included allegedly her father. Time went on, Whitney was putting more money out than what it was coming in. She had a generous heart, numerous charities and things of that nature. Whitney Houston was the type of person, if she was standing in a five-star hotel, everybody in her staff, everybody that was in that band, whatever country, whatever city, they were staying in a five-star hotel as well. So she had that giving heart, and there was nothing wrong with her giving heart had she been financially savvy, had she been educated in finances and knowing how to invest. Whitney Houston never bought her music, other artists' music. She never produced movies on her own like that. She did a few things, but not on her company alone. And she didn't do a lot of movies to make a humongous income. She didn't do no investments in my, that I'm aware of. She didn't do any investments. Now, having an addiction and troubles and dysfunctions in your life, and then you're financially ignorant, and then you marry someone that's not financially savvy as well, and they're just as immature as you, then you take on that person's burden. So when allegedly once her and Bobby Brown was married, her company Nippy Inc. saved his mansion, Atlanta mansion, from foreclosure. The accountant also said, the other accountant, not the accountant that was stealing from, the accountant at Nippy Inc., also said that his family would call there monthly to get their bills paid, and that Whitney was going to be broke if she didn't stop, you know, allowing people to spend her money. One thing I always took heed that Oprah Winfrey always says, she said, always sign your checks. Always know how your money is coming in, how it's going out. And that is a key of success for anybody that's want to be financially successful and comfortable. Make sure you sign your checks. Make sure you. I don't understand when a lot of people become famous or just come across a lot of money, why you feel like you cannot manage your own money. And it's nothing wrong with a financial advisor, but you don't let people have control of your money. You don't let people, you know what I'm saying? You just let them, okay, I trust and believe you. Okay, invest my money. I don't know what's going on. You need to educate yourself. I'm sorry. You need to be checking on your finances on a weekly basis with a fine tooth comb. It's not a game. People will steal from you. Your own family will steal from you. It's not a game. I understand if you can do the basic math, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna know what's coming in and what's going out and how to multiply this and how to divide this. So Whitney Houston was very ignorant in her finances. Just very ignorant. Okay. Now, Whitney Houston is, in the married life. Like I said, she helping Bobby Brown out and his family allegedly. Then Bobby Brown's like showing off and embarrassing her. So he's in and out of jail, in and out of court. Who do you think is paying for these top of the line lawyers and getting him off, or and you know what I'm saying, or getting him the elite legal team? Whitney Houston's paying for all of this. Who you think is paying for this child support and things of that nature, allegedly? It's Whitney Houston. Her money is getting drained. And at this time, she's starting to drop the ball. And when I say drop the ball, is projects, things, just investments she could be working on, but she's so focused on her addiction and her marriage. And you know what I'm saying? If you're not working as much as you putting out, it's going to catch up with you. So she bought the rights to the Dorothy Dandridge movie, but she never did anything with them. She also invested money into her girl group. Whitney Houston invested a lot of time and promotion and into her girl group Sunday. They had a music video. They had a recording contract. They had photos, professional photos. They were in the studio with professionals. They had the whole album done. Why did she just disband her group like that? And, why did everybody go their separate ways? So we would never know. So that's money that she wasted and investing in artists that she, didn't recoup back. Um, she also abandoned her record label. She had a record company. Was it Better Place Records or Better Home Records? I think it was Better Place Records. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. She also had a movie production company that she kept changing the name of it. Then she finally changed it to Brown Productions to appease Bobby Brown allegedly. But what happened to that company? A few little, productions, that was it, but it never recouped any of her money back, that she spent out. Whitney Houston had a very giving heart, and that got her in trouble, allegedly, in my opinion. Okay, then also in the 80s, allegedly, a blackmailer blackmailed Whitney Houston for over $200,000. This was on the Reels documentary about Whitney Houston's life, allegedly, that happened. That they had evidence that her and Robin's relationship was more than a friendship. So allegedly, someone had some type of proof, and she paid the blackmailers over $200,000. And that is documented in that documentary. Y'all remember Whitney Houston got that $100 million recording contract. Now, she got that recording contract during a very rough time in her life. Whitney Houston was not worried about recording. She just wanted to, I guess, live her life as an addict, allegedly. So the record company, when they give you that $100 million, that's not for you to have. That's a loan. That's like a bank giving you a loan. She has to pay that money back with albums and sales to pay that $100 million off. Then she'll recoup some coin. But Whitney never got to that. In the documentary, Whitney also says it was a a producer guy that worked with her, and how she wasted a few years just and only got like 1 or 2 songs out of 1 or 2 years, playing around, getting high, locking herself in a hotel room allegedly, and you know playing with the record. They gonna pay for it because they want a Whitney Houston album, but her heart wasn't in there. So that's a waste of money. She's wasting the record company's money, time and money, and her own time and money because she got paid that back. One of her last times in rehab during the "I Look to You" album, she had to stop rehab. She had to stop right in the middle of rehab because she couldn't afford it. Allegedly, that's in the Whitney documentary. She could not afford rehab anymore, and you know she had to stop. She had to stop. She couldn't go to rehab no more. That's how the idea of her going on tour for the Nothing But Love tour, even though she was not there vocally and mentally, she had to go on tour to make money. And she succeeded on, making that money, $36 million off that tour. But you owe people that hundred, so that goes to the $100 million allegedly she had to pay back. So that's how the time of her passing, Whitney Houston is owing money because she never went through with that contract. She didn't go through on her part of the contract. She didn't make them no more albums. Well, we had just Whitney off that contract, and I Look to You, and those albums didn't sell over 100 million copies. So you understand, and so that's why she had to keep going on tour and paying that debt off. That's $100 million. That's a humongous debt. And you know what I'm saying? And then you still gotta pay the band, the tours. You gotta take care of some of your relatives and things of that nature. You're gonna always be in a hole. And now she's a single woman, and now she has a daughter that she has to take care of. That is used to a lavish lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying? So it's crazy. So this lady was in debt up to her knees. So after her death, money started coming in. That's how after her death, the music she made millions within weeks of her death. And then you got the Sparkle, and then all these other projects, that's have her name on it. She's recouping money. So you know what I'm saying? When an artist die, people will download their music, everything. People that don't even know them, they're gonna know them now and download that music. So, okay. And to add insult to injury, when Whitney Houston got the $100 million contract, her father sued her for $100 million, but the case was dismissed. And I think that really tore Whitney Houston down emotionally, that she didn't even care about anything else. She just was, we're going to do a video on that. So that's how someone such as Whitney Houston, the world's greatest female singer, that can be broke without spending her money hands on. Also, allegedly, Whitney Houston lost both of her homes, the Atlanta home, and she lost her Jersey home. She had this, I don't know if it was foreclosed or she sold it at a very low price, but I don't think she sold that home. So I think it probably might have been foreclosed and a realtor sold that home to a super fan. So that's how someone like Whitney Houston can become broke. Allowing and trusting people with your finances and you not being hands on with your money. This video is not to embarrass her or try to bring up her past. It's just a learning lesson for anybody that's in a predicament of letting someone take control of their finances. You better think twice, and you better sign your checks and know how your money's coming in and how it's going out. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what part of the video shocked you in the comments down below. I'll be back with another video. Leave in the comments. You never know, I might pick your comment. What video would you like to see me do next? It's your girl Lola Live. I'll be back. Bye bye.